Hello and welcome to the midweek edition of your favorite breakfast show on television, Inside Nigeria. My name is N3rn, your host on the program. What we normally do on the program is to review and discuss front headline stories on some select newspapers, including Nigeria's most influential newspaper, Leadership. As we normally do on the program, we like to flag off with leadership. Leadership's leading story says 3 trillion naira budget padding, Ningi's journey to 3-month suspension. 3 trillion naira budget padding, Ningi's journey to 3-month suspension. And of course, leadership has a illustration beneath the leading story. We have Northern Senators meeting, we have BBC interview, group chat, presidency's reaction, press conference, and suspension, which culminated, and yesterday's plenary, which culminated in Ningi's suspension. 3 trillion naira budget padding, Ningi's journey to 3-month suspension is the headline story today on Leadership newspaper, as well as other papers we have on our menu for review this Wednesday. 3 Borno children die, 45,783 IDPs rendered homeless by fire. Agora policy offers steps for Onosare report implementation. Dayo Moberiola appointed as NIMASA DG. Shaibu denies being served impeachment notice. Tinubu has you in mind, Shettima tells Nigerians. The story runs on page 8 of Leadership. And above the masthead, bandits demand 20 million naira ransom for 15 Sokoto students. President appoints FCT Commission Chair, Head of Service. These are the cover stories today on Leadership. We move to our stand, the page 3 of the paper. Our stand today is on return of poliomyelitis. Return of poliomyelitis. Of course, if you recall, Nigeria joined the League of Countries that eradicated polio about 4 or 5 years ago, and incidentally or fortunately, we have the return of polio in the country. That is our start today. Of course, you want to find out more when you log on to the website of Leadership. On page 3, we move to the back page of the paper where we have Wednesday column with Olufunke Barowa. She's writing on Catch Me If You Can. You have to find out more to read what the column is all about as you log on to the website of Leadership, www.leadership.ng. Vanguard has similar story, as I said before, with Leadership and other papers we have on our menu today. The same Senate budget padding allegation. Vanguard says alleged budget padding. Rumpus as senators bicker over money sharing. Ningi Jarigbe open can of worms. We are culpable. So-called senior senators got 500 million naira. I got 75 million naira, Jarigbe. We don't know how much Akpabio and his deputy earn, Ningi. Senate suspends Ningi for 3 months. Ningi resigns as chairman Northern Senators Forum. Akpabio missed Tinubu over Rumpus. What happened on Senate floor was embarrassing, says a senator. We need to revisit our national priorities, Sani. That's the headline story. The writers beneath the headline story alleged budget padding. Rumpus as senators bicker over money sharing. Tinubu receives special envoy from Equatorial Guinea. That is the photo on the cover of Vanguard today. And underneath that, Agbekoya OPC hunters mobilized as Governor Adeleke uncovers plot to attack schools, farms in Osun. African Games, Nigeria soars to number 2, overtakes Algeria, South Africa. That is news, sport news. Atiku denies dumping PDP, slams Tinubu. Threat to life, Bauchi governor apologizes to Tinubu's wife. Federal government postpones students' loan scheme launch indefinitely. If you recall, the students' loan scheme was supposed to be launched tomorrow, Thursday, March 14. Now the federal government says it has been postponed indefinitely. We move to the stories above the masthead of Vanguard. Nigeria's crude oil output drops 7% to 1.3 billion barrels per day. Soldiers arrest parents, sons, sisters over illegal arms manufacturing in Delta. 2023 presidential poll most divisive in Nigeria's history. VP Shetima. Edo Guba. APC may settle for Ogbede Ihama as running mate to Okwebolo. You never served me impeachment notice, Shaibu tells House. Catholic groups urge Assembly to rescind Shaibu's impeachment move. Those stories on page 7 of Vanguard. For continuation of these headline stories, inside stories, the commentary, and the back page, log on to the website of Vanguard, www.vanguardngr.com. The Guardian has similar Senate budget padding allegation, and it says, budget padding, we are all culpable. 500 million naira awards to ranking senators unsettled, expose NAS rot. Budget padding, we are all culpable. 500 million naira awards to ranking senators unsettled, expose NAS rot. The story continues on page 6 of The Guardian. Nigerians lament rising airfares as experts blame exchange rate. Court strikes out suit seeking Igbo's exit from Nigeria. Is on news page 29 of The Guardian. Court strikes out suit seeking Igbo's exit from Nigeria. Revival of night patrol as prelude to reforming the police. That is today's editorial on page 12 of The Guardian. Revival of night patrol as prelude to reforming the police. Bandits capture another 30 as IGP visits Kaduna. Naira's free falling budget hobble Nigeria missions abroad. Naira's free falling budget hobble Nigerian missions abroad. That's the news analysis on page 4 of The Guardian. WTO inaugurates $1.2 million facility to boost food safety in Nigeria. And that concludes the headline stories review on The Guardian today. For more, log on to the website of The Guardian, www.guardian.ng. From The Guardian, we have The Punch next in our menu. The Punch leading story says budget padding controversy. Ranking senators get 17 billion naira constituency votes. Ningi suspended. Senators got 500 million naira votes each, says Jaribe. Ningi resigns as Northern Caucus chair. Okpeyemi says 500 million naira for constituency projects. Alleges some lawmakers plotting Akpabio's removal. Underneath that headline story, we have pictures of the pandemonium that broke out in Wuse Market in Abuja yesterday. And the story goes, unrest in Abuja Market after cop allegedly kills civilian. Underneath that, electricity workers strike worsens blackout in northern states. Electricity workers strike worsens blackout in northern states. Bandits demand 20 million naira ransom for 15 abducted Sokoto students. APC PDP clash over Fugbara, Akpabio's political jibes at Wiki's burial. The story runs on page 14 of The Punch, which takes us to the ones above the masthead. Tinubu 6, Ramadan prayers, Jigawa slashes working hours. Federal government pros 107 varsities over fake degrees. Abductions. Reps tackle NSA. IG deploys squads in Kaduna, Kano. For continuation of these headline stories, inside stories, and the editorial, log on to the website of The Punch, www.punchng.com. From The Punch, we have the last paper on our menu, This Day. This day's headline story says Tinubu meets Akpabio, Jibrin, after Senate suspends Ningi over budget padding allegation. Jaribe spokesperson disagree over alleged 500 million naira largesse to lawmakers. Senate leader claims some senators planning to impeach Akpabio before June. Embattled senator resigns as NSF chief. The headline stories today on this day. Above the masthead rail, federal government secures $1.3 billion for completion of Kano Katsina Jibia Maradi project. Federal government presses Binance to divulge user data amid Naira speculation probe. The story runs on page 6 of this day. These are the headline stories today on this day, Wednesday, March 13, 2024. For continuation of these headline stories, inside stories, you log on to the website of this day, www.thisdaylive.com. And with that, we've come to the end of today's show, Inside Nigeria, brought to you on Leadership Television. My name is N3trn. I look forward to seeing you same time, same station tomorrow. But don't forget, we have a day of programming today, news at 12, and of course, 4 o'clock, and our current affairs program, The Big Issue. You log on, stay tuned. See you then. Bye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080 3688 6158.